Hello New Zealand, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, we've had a busy past week or so. We've got a quiet couple of days coming up, but there's another surge of rain and snow and wind on the way for the weekend. It's not all bad news though, so let's try and make sense of it. We've got high pressure out to the west for the first time in a while. After all that low pressure, now we've got warmer westerlies coming through. So the next couple of days are warmer than average, by daytime anyway. The nights are still a little bit cool, but as we get to Saturday, there is a southerly on the way for the lower South Island. So this is Friday afternoon. Rain returns back to the west coast. Later on, that rain comes back into Southland. And what you don't quite see on the map, there's a southerly just down here that is coming into Southland later on. So you've got a cold Friday night and a wintry Saturday on the way. Now the North Island's got a pretty good Friday on the way. There will be a few more showers continuing along the western side, but dry and warm in the east. In fact, the east of both islands are up to several degrees above average. The weekend, now the rain moves into the South Island, but we've also got snow. This is a cold southerly coming through. Daytime highs around 4, 5, 6 degrees around parts of Southland and central Otago. So that is a cold day with snow down to maybe just a couple of hundred meters for a time. Then it moves northwards and the snow level starts to lift up. The North Island's got showers, which later on will turn to rain, maybe not till nighttime for some of you. Warm nor'westers coming through, and the South Island's got cold southeasterlies and easterlies coming on in. So both islands quite different by the end of Saturday. On Sunday, there's high pressure around the South Island. So again, the two islands are quite different. Low pressure is stuck around the upper North Island. It's not a very big low. It looks a little bit big because it's up against this high. So there's a bit of an air pressure gradient, but the low itself is fairly weak. So the rain will be patchy and around, but there'll be large dry areas. And we think by the end of the day, that low should be falling apart. But it's one to keep an eye on. It might linger a little bit longer. But next week, it is moving away based on the maps. We've got an easterly that's a little bit colder for the eastern side of the North Island, but once again the South Island's got a different set of weather. Northerlies are coming back there, so things do warm back up again quite quickly, which backs up what I was saying the other day, that we're starting to see, I think, an early spring pattern. And then we get to Tuesday of next week and the westerlies are on the way back to New Zealand. So we've got a lot of westerlies coming through next week. Windy for a time on Tuesday, heavy rain comes back, another storm in the Southern Ocean that might flick up another southerly change for some in the south. But either way, next week does look a little bit messier with more of these windy westerlies. I'm away on Friday, been a long week and a half, taking the day off. We'll see you again on Monday.